Hello my lovelies, I am back with another little episode of you being able to watch me play with paper or craft along with me. I don't mind. It was one of the loveliest comments I had on one of my videos in the last week was the fact that the lady was crafting along with me. I thought that was absolutely wonderful, so thank you Maggie, that was lovely. Okay, what I've been doing when I've been without you is making some journaling cards. Now, I don't know if I described this to you or explained it to you, but I had in my carport a plastic tub that holds files folders, you know, the ones with the little tabs on the ends, and you've got the little crystal tabs at the top. And it had stickers in it that I had not accessed for about 4 years at least, 4 to 5 years. And as I was going through the box, I was determined that I was going to throw some things out. The only thing I threw out was paper bags. The rest of the stickers I kept because they were all this sort of lovely gold and silver, well not all, but 90% of them were this gold and silver type of sticker, which are absolutely beautiful, and they still adhere really, really well. So I thought, okay, if I'm going to keep them, I have to make something out of them. Now that long-winded explanation resulted in 3 sets of either ATCs or journaling cards. So I'd like to show you some of them, and while I'm showing you, I'll finish them because I have not yet put the backings on some of them. Now this little one has got extra stickers because I had little birds. They're Stephen Parrish photographic birds. So what I thought I would do is just sit here and show you these. Now I may just bring you up a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's not too far. And hopefully it is enough. Okie doke. Now I've already cut out, these are ATC size, 2.5 wide, 3.5 long. I've cut my backing journaling pieces to 2.25 by 3.25. And aren't I good to you? I've already taken the back tags off. Not the back tags, but I've already lifted the corners on these. Oh, look at that perfect fit. Okay, that's number 1 done. Bring it up. I made these little envelopes out of just normal paper that I had on my table because I was working with this a little while ago, and it's just a piece of paper folded up and then folded down with a little decoration, and I've just edged it with stamp, and it just fits in perfectly. So as I'm doing these, I'll put them away because some of these cards will be going into this month's giveaway at the end of the month. So I hope you like cards this size for your journaling. You could use them for journals. You could put them on front of a card. You could use them as a swap, use them as pocket letters. You can do whatever takes your fancy. I like this lifting the corners thing up. I'm going to have to remember to do that as I'm doing my production line so that I've got everything nice and neat and prepared. That's a fairly simple little one, so I decided to put the stamp of the bird and the branches in it. Don't ask me what stamp set it is. I've got no idea. I think it might be a Kaiser Craft. I think. I'm not sure. Oh, that one hangs over the edge a little bit, so we'll just nip that bit off. Done. And I forgot to set my timer. So let's do that while I'm thinking about it. Set it for 20. Okay, we're off. Not on the world clock. No. I want the timer. Oh, it's working. Okay. Duh. Old brain. It had a phase. Every now and then my brain goes a little bit wonky. And there's another one done. These were the last of the cards, and I was doing them in the semi-dark. I know that was a bit silly, but I was so in the groove that the natural light had gone, and I thought, what's going on here? I can't see what I'm doing. Looked up at the clock, and I thought, oh, that's why, because it's gone dark, and it's one of those things. Okey doke. This is wonderful. Okay, just get these out for you to have a look up high. Very simple little cards done on scrapbook paper so that it's not too bulky. Okay, now I have already got a couple of, what's that one? Journaling cards with extra stickers. Okay, I like to put things in cellophane bags so that if I'm leaving them on the table for a little while, they don't get too dusty and dirty. Well, that was a wonky catch up there, wasn't it? I love this stapler. It's a Paper Pro, and you can use just one or two fingers with it. You don't have to really force it down. It's a marvellous piece of equipment I got from our office supply shop, Office Works, and I love it. It's so lightweight and it's just beautiful. Okay, so that's number one done, and number two are all flowers. I've only got two of these left, so I'm going to have to very quickly lift up some corners on the others. A bit of time-wasting housework here, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure how many I was going to be able to get done, so I didn't do, a whole bunch. But I will do now, so that we've got this happening. Except this one doesn't want to play. You get them like that occasionally, they just don't want to play by the rules. They want to play their own game, and I get very frustrated when they do that, because they're not allowed to make up their own rules. It's my rules, my craft, my rules, and anything upsets me like that, no, they're not my friend for a little while, until I go to use them, and then they're very much my friend. The little pieces of notepaper I'm using came out of an old diary or plan, or whatever you want to call it, and I've just cut it down to fit. I can get 2 cards out of 1 sheet of paper, so for me that's fairly economical. I've got from May through until September to use, so I'm pretty good. And this was 1996, so she's an old girl. But I don't mind using old stuff. There was, a little bit of personal writing in there. My husband was using it for a school book when he had his PlayStation, Xbox, those gaming machines that people like to play with. He was into that. I was not. I'm more a computer person, so, that's fine. He would sit in the lounge and play his games, and I would sit in the study-cum-craft room and either craft or play my computer games. A little bit extra sticky there, so I'm going to cut that off. We don't need them all sticking to each other because I left a bit of glue on there, do we? No, we can do without that. Just a little bit of nonsense. I might as well do all of these. I'm sorry, folks, I'm wasting your time now. This is all part and parcel of crafting, though, isn't it? I was prepared to a certain state, but not 100% prepared, obviously. Okay, I might be able to get one more set done. I think the other one is already done, so that's good. Okay, on to my lovely flowers. Ooh. Oh, I just made it. Just made it. That's a blank one. Whoever gets this set in time to come gets a blank one to play with. Likewise, I haven't put text on most of these because I would like to leave that up to the new owner of them. I will use some of them, but I will be giving some away too. And that way you get to personalize them. You don't have to have what I put on there. This is fun. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you're enjoying watching me have fun. Yes, my red light's still on, so I'm recording. That's good. Okay, 2 to go. And I'm going to have 2 little cards, or 2 little sheets left over. That's kind of cool. I haven't got any more made up. That's a shame. I'm going to have to make some more. I think the next batch I'll do with you, I'll get them all set up and just ready to rock and roll so that you can see my process on that. I have a little set of pull-out drawers. You know the ones that the guys have in their sheds to keep all their nuts and bolts in? One year my husband said to me, "What would you like for your birthday?" I said, a tool sorter. He said, "You mean those drawer things that I've got in my shed?" I said, "Yep." I said, "Just one will do." He bought me 2. I'm so glad he did, because I have filled them both. And, it's a lasting little memory of something that he did for me. Because he always hated buying stuff for me for birthdays, because he could not buy me jewellery, he couldn't buy me perfume, and every time I came up with a halfway decent idea, he thought that was just lovely. Okie doke, now you've seen the blank one, so you don't need to revisit that one. But here we go with my lovely gold flowers. This was a Japanese type theme. I got a set of 3 stickers, some of them really big, so I can't use them on this sort of stuff. But I think they're quite lovely. See, whoever gets these could do some watercolouring in between the openness. Is that a word, openness? If it isn't, it is now. I love the cherry blossom flowers. They're just beautiful. Okay, we're going really, really well here. As I started to tell you, I've got this little container set, and I've literally filled one with, I have done the backs of these, good. Now, I think that's 2. That one goes there. And there, and, no. Okay, let me turn these around so that you can see they actually make up the background. You can see that the paper is the same. So, there we go, lovelies. That's my little share for today. Thank you so very, very much for coming back to me, and I will just show you this. See this? I've got a couple of twinchies in there, but I've got papers that are already cut out, and that bulk there that you can see is the ATC cards, or journaling cards, or card fronts, whatever you want to do. And I've used packaging, you know, things that I've been eating and the packages are still good. That's the card back from the stamp. Gosh, they were only $2.95. That's how long it is since I've had them. Wow. But you know, I've used all sorts of packaging. My coffee boxes, sticker boxes, tissue boxes, whatever I've had, I've used. That was the back of a piece of paper, so you know, 12 by 12 paper. You get some really good cardstock on those, and if you can't use the pictures that are on there, you can always use the cardstock itself for doing this sort of thing. This is, what was this? Oh, that was a hot chocolate box. There it is there. Chocolate in a cup or whatever. But, yeah, use what you've got. Don't throw out a lot. Throw out what you have to, of course. But you can always make something out of the stuff that you've got laying around your house. My giveaway packages are all recycled shopping bags that the company has very graciously given me. When I do have my shopping online, it's delivered in brown paper bags or plastic ones. For a little while they ran out of plastic, so it became brown paper. And they're a godsend. They are such a strong piece of brown paper. Let me just show you a bit. I've got a bit of time. Look, that's the company logo, and this is the paper. It's so strong. It got a bit tatty down here when I opened this one, but once I've closed that into the parcel, it still adds strength to it, and whoever gets it can use the paper anyway. But it is lovely, strong paper. It's not flimsy. So, you know, I don't keep a lot of stuff like this anymore because I seem to amass it quite quickly. Sorry about the rustle. I seem to amass paper quite quickly, so I no longer stash paper. This is my stash of scraps. That's it, and that would be 4 or 5 months. And I've been taking stuff out of it, and every now and then I'll add like papers and bits of card to it, but not often. Not often. I'm trying to use every piece that I've got. So anyway, having said that, thank you again very, very much for coming to watch what I'm doing, and I will catch up with you in the next video. Live life to the fullest and enjoy, folks. Bye for now.